The second before Suzuka. Suzuka, Japan, October 8, 2000. The engine is silent. Not stopped, just waiting. Michael Schumacher sits in the cockpit of the Ferrari F1 2000, hands resting on the steering wheel. The grid is frozen. 60,000 people hold their breath. Somewhere in the distance, a camera shutter clicks. Once, twice. The sound feels too loud. He does not move. His gloves are damp, not from rain. There is no rain today. Just sun, sharp and clean, cutting through the humid air of Suzuka circuit. The damp is from his palms, from the waiting. 5 seconds until the red lights ignite. 5 seconds until 6 years of silence end or continue. He closes his eyes. There are ghosts in Formula One, not the kind that haunt, the kind that watch. Michael Schumacher became a world champion in the same year Ayrton Senna died at Imola. The same year Roland Ratzenberger died 1 day earlier. The same year the entire sport stopped breathing and tried to remember why it raced at all. Schumacher won that year, but the trophy felt hollow. Not because he didn't earn it. He did. He fought against Hill, against Williams, against the Benetton team accused of cheating, against disqualifications and public fury. He fought until the final race in Adelaide, where he collided with Hill and secured the championship in the most controversial finish the sport had ever seen. He lifted the trophy in silence. No one cheered. Not the way they cheered for Senna. Not the way they would have cheered for Hill. Michael Schumacher became a champion the year the sport lost its soul, and no one forgave him for surviving. He left Benetton for Ferrari. Everyone thought it was madness. Ferrari hadn't won a driver's championship since 1979. 17 years of failure. 17 years of broken promises, of political chaos, of drivers who arrived full of hope and left quietly, their careers dimmed. Ferrari was beautiful. Ferrari was cursed. But Schumacher saw something else. He saw a team that wanted to be saved. He didn't arrive like a savior. He arrived like a builder. He brought Ross Brawn, Rory Byrne, and a discipline that Ferrari had never known. He worked 14-hour days in the factory. He tested when other drivers rested. He learned Italian. He slept in Maranello. But the wins didn't come. 1996, no championship. 1997 came within 1 point, lost to Villeneuve after a collision at Jerez that looked desperate, reckless. 1998 dominated the first half, then watched Mika Häkkinen take it away. 1999 broke his leg at Silverstone and watched from a hospital bed as Ferrari won the Constructors' Championship without him. 4 years, 4 failures. The press called him the nearly man. The one who could never finish what he started. The one living in Senna's shadow, trying to wear a crown that didn't fit. And in the quiet of his hotel rooms late at night, Schumacher wondered if they were right. October 8, 2000. He wakes at 5:47 a.m. No alarm. His body knows. The hotel room is dark. Outside, Suzuka is just beginning to stir. He sits on the edge of the bed and does not turn on the light. He stares at the floor. Today is the day. He doesn't need to win the race. He only needs to finish ahead of Mika Häkkinen. Simple math. Simple pressure. The kind of pressure that makes your chest feel too small for your lungs. He showers. He eats plain pasta, a banana, water. He does not speak to his wife, not because he doesn't want to, because if he speaks, he will say the wrong thing. He will say what he is thinking. What if this isn't enough? At the circuit, he walks through the paddock with his head down. Photographers call his name. He does not look up. He enters the Ferrari garage, and the mechanics are already there, silent and focused. They know what this means. Ross Brawn approaches. "You all right?" Schumacher nods. Brawn doesn't push. He knows better. He's seen Schumacher carry this weight for 4 years. He's seen him rebuild Ferrari bolt by bolt, lap by lap, compromise by compromise. He's seen him refuse to break, but he's also seen the fear that all of it, every sacrifice, every test session, every moment away from his family will not be enough. The warm-up lap is complete. The cars settle into their grid positions. Schumacher is second. Pole position belongs to Häkkinen. Of course it does. This is how the universe writes drama. The crowd noise fades. Or maybe it doesn't. Maybe Schumacher just stops hearing it. He adjusts his gloves. Left hand first, then right. A ritual. Something to hold on to. The mechanics step back. The grid is clear. He is alone. The steering wheel vibrates gently in his hands. The engine hums a low, patient growl. Ferrari red surrounds him. The cockpit smells like rubber carbon fiber fuel. Familiar, almost comforting, but his heart is racing. 5 seconds. The red lights begin to illuminate. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. In those 5 seconds, Michael Schumacher does not think about the race. He thinks about Imola, 1994. The silence in the paddock after Senna's crash, the way everyone moved slower, the way the trophy ceremony felt like a funeral. He thinks about Jerez, 1997. The collision, the disqualification, the look on Villeneuve's face, the headlines, Schumacher the cheater, Schumacher the desperate. He thinks about Silverstone, 1999. The snap. He thinks about his father, Rolf, who built his first kart from spare parts and never asked for thanks, who worked double shifts so Michael could race, who told him once after a difficult loss, if it was easy, everyone would do it. He thinks about Ferrari, the factory in Maranello, the engineers who stayed late, the mechanics who believed when no one else did, the weight of red, the expectation, the history, the curse. He thinks about Senna, not the myth, the man, the one who won 3 titles and still felt like it wasn't enough, the one who pushed until the car, the track, the universe couldn't hold him anymore. Schumacher does not want to be Senna. He wants to be enough. 5 seconds, and then the lights go out. He does not win. He finishes second, but Häkkinen retires on lap 2. Engine failure. Over before it began. Schumacher crosses the line behind Rubens Barrichello, his teammate, and the radio crackles, "Michael, you are world champion." He does not respond immediately. He completes the cool-down lap, slowly, deliberately, as if he is making sure the moment is real. When he finally pulls into Parc Fermé, he sits in the cockpit. He does not jump out. He does not raise his fists. He sits. His hands are still on the wheel. His head drops forward. Later, in the small room reserved for champions, Schumacher is handed a phone. The team assumes he will call his wife or his father or his brother, Ralph. He doesn't. He calls Willie Weber, his manager, the man who found him in karting, who fought for his seat at Jordan, who negotiated the Benetton deal, who structured the Ferrari move, the man who believed when belief felt expensive. "Willie, yes, we did it." There is a long pause. "No, Michael, you did it." Schumacher does not correct him. What most people don't know about that day, Schumacher's mother, Elizabeth, was not at the race. She stayed home in Germany. She always did. Not because she didn't care, because she cared too much. She couldn't watch. The speed, the risk, the pressure, it was too much for a mother to bear. After the race, Michael called her. She cried, not from joy, from relief. "Now you can stop," she said. He didn't. From 2000 to 2004, Michael Schumacher won 5 consecutive world championships with Ferrari. He rewrote every record, most wins, most poles, most titles. He made Ferrari untouchable. But none of those years felt like 2000, because 2000 was the one that proved he was not a ghost, not a survivor clinging to a title won in Senna's shadow, not a villain stealing glory from cleaner hands. He was a builder, a believer, a man who refused to break under the weight of red. And when he lifted that trophy in Suzuka, the crowd finally cheered, not for the win, for the weight. Years later, in an interview, Schumacher was asked, "What was the most important race of your career?" He did not say Spa 1992, his first win. He did not say Suzuka 2000, his first Ferrari title. He did not say any of the 72 others. He said the one where I learned that winning isn't the same as being enough, and being enough isn't the same as being perfect. Ferrari taught me that. And then he smiled, the kind of smile that carries weight, the kind that knows something the rest of us are still learning. There is a photograph. Taken at Suzuka, October 8, 2000, moments before the start, Schumacher in the cockpit, helmet down, gloves on the wheel. The red lights have not yet appeared. If you look closely, you can see his chest rise. A single breath, held. In that second, he is not a champion. He is not a legend. He is a man alone, carrying 6 years of silence, waiting for permission to let it go. 5 seconds later, the lights go out, and the weight finally begins to lift.